Sunday, the 9th of June, 2024. What time is it? Oh, it's about 10 till 6. 65 degrees. We are south of, where are we? I can't think of the name of the city right now. We're on US Highway 41. We're headed to Cottonwood Patch. I don't think the Hardee's across the street is open yet. We're leaving the pilot here at I-75. Well, I said we would be leaving, but until we get that security light reset, we've got to do a relearn process. We have to cycle the key on and off 3 times for maybe up to 10 minutes each. If the security light goes off while we are recycling it, it'll crank, but as long as it's blinking, it will not crank. The security light can be on and it'll crank, but if it's blinking, it will not crank. So we're going to turn it off. Then we're going to turn it on and let it sit for 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, 9 minutes. Cycle it off for 4, 5 seconds, then turn it on and let it sit again for 7, 8, 9 minutes. Unless it goes off. If it goes off, then we can go ahead and crank it as long as the security light is not blinking. So let's start our cycle process and see how long it takes. And we're going, one of these days it's going to not work, probably. I don't know. That's why another reason I need a spare van. Get the computer. I don't know if it's a computer, the ignition switch, something with the security. I've replaced the security module years ago. It could be that again, but I'm going to start the recycling process, so we'll turn it off. It is right at 6 o'clock. We're Resaca, south of Resaca, Georgia. US Highway 41, right at I-75. I don't know how good the connection is. We could go live, I guess. And the security light is still blinking. Okay, it's now about 6 o'clock. Well, it was already about 6, but it says it blinked for about 5 or 6 minutes and it cut off, so it should crank now. We're going to turn the switch ignition off and then turn it back on and see if it'll crank. And so sometimes it works on this very first time. It should crank now with the security switch on, but I usually turn it off and then redo it. So let's turn it off. We'll let it sit for 3 or 4 seconds. We will switch it back on, and hopefully the security light will not be blinking. I think that is a 70 Express van. I wonder if you want to sell it at a good price. Okay, security light is not blinking, so it now should crank and be fine. Security light went off. There we go. Yeah, what it does is passive security system. It cuts the fuel off to the power off to the fuel pump, so that the engine cannot get any gasoline. The first time it happened, I went to Chevrolet and they said, don't bring it over here. There's nothing we can do for it. GM said the same thing. They just left. They don't care. They just leave you stranded with no fix. They don't sell the part anymore. The part's got obsolete, so you're just stuck figuring out how to do it yourself. Okay, well, we may make this its own little video. And like I said, we are now going to be heading to Cottonwood Patch. The Hardee's may be open now. across the street. I don't see the sign though, so they're probably not open.